Good evening. Malcolm Turnbull's in for a wake-up call from Western Sydney with an exclusive 7 News Reach Tell poll putting his government in a losing position in a must-win marginal seat. While it's a shock for the coalition, Labor's been rocked by federal police raids on a senator and staffer.
In the dead of night and the middle of an election campaign. Federal police raid the Melbourne home of an advisor to Labor communications spokesman Jason Clare. As the leaders were shaking hands in Sydney,
there you go. Have a good night.
In Melbourne, a police shakedown, not just at the staffer's house, but also the offices of Shadow Minister Stephen Conroy.
The public has the right to know the truth.
The leaked NBN documents revealed cost blowouts and big delays under then Minister Malcolm Turnbull.
This organisation is leaking like a sieve because Malcolm Turnbull has stuffed the NBN up.
Shadow Attorney General Mark Dreyfus went much further.
It does undermine confidence in the independence of the police.
But after this,
there has been no influence on the AFP in the conduct of this investigation.
Backed down.
I'm very, very pleased to have had the explanation from Commissioner Colvin.
The Labor Party should be ashamed of themselves for attacking the integrity of the Australian Federal Police.
Mr Turnbull has said that somehow Labor's questioning the integrity of the AFP. I'm questioning Malcolm Turnbull's integrity.
Pressed several times to back his Shadow Attorney General, he said this.
Mark Dreyfus has my confidence.
And has the Prime Minister ever leaked documents?
There has been no suggestion that I've ever heard of any leaks from my office.
This election is a battle for the battlers' vote, and the first major poll of the campaign, an exclusive 7 News Reach Tell poll, shows it is neck and neck. The coalition's primary vote is down, Labor's up, but remaining deadlocked 50-50 after preferences. The better Prime Minister race narrowing, with Malcolm Turnbull falling again. The economy is the biggest voter issue. While Labor's preferred topic, health, is equal second, the coalition's strong suit of border security is well down. With both leaders in Sydney's southwest this week,
here in Macarthur.
It's great to be in the seat of Macarthur.
The marginal seat of Macarthur is our seat of the week, with Labor ahead 51-49. As Bill Shorten...
Hey, how are you? Nice to see you.
...visited another Western Sydney seat, Lindsay, and the shopping centre where Malcolm Turnbull pulled the plug on an appearance last week.
You must tell Malcolm, it's, they won't bite his head off.
A parting shot.
Mark Riley joins us now from Circular Quay. Mark, with our poll then showing Labor ahead in Macarthur, is the coalition in trouble?
It certainly is in that seat, Mel. That's held by the Liberals' Russell Matheson. Both parties are doing what's called tracking polling on up to 30 marginal seats. That's polling several times a week. It gives a heartbeat, if you like, of what's happening in the marginals. Now, Labor is ahead there, but only just, and it has to win 20 of those 30 seats to take power. So the most likely outcome on these numbers is for Malcolm Turnbull to retain power, but with a reduced majority in a minority government position, possibly, Mel, even in a hung parliament.
Wow. All right, Mark Riley, thank you very much. Live tonight from Circular Quay. The future of Sydney's controversial WestConnex motorway has become a major election issue, with both parties now at odds over it. Political reporter Lee Jelisek is at Rozelle. And Lee, what's happened?
Well, Mel, Labor's Shadow Transport Minister Anthony Albanese has told a forum that if Labor wins the July 2 election, then there will be no more federal funding for the WestConnex motorway. Now, the WestConnex is a $17 billion motorway which connects the M4, the M5, the airport and here at Rozelle in the inner west. Now, so far, the federal government has committed $1.5 billion to the project with a $2 billion loan. And it's that money that the state government fears could now be at risk because of this promise.
If I'm the Transport Minister, there will be not $1 from the federal Labor government for this WestConnex project.
Trying to walk away from WestConnex because he's desperate to secure Greens votes in his inner city electorate of Grayndler.
Lee, what's the state government's reaction been?
Well, Mel, I've spoken to Premier Mike Baird about this, and of course he is slightly bemused because he says it was actually Anthony Albanese, when Labor was in power, who signed the first cheque for the project. Now, of course, we know Labor and Mr Albanese are both fighting to hang on to the seat of Grayndler against the Greens. Mel?
All right, Lee, thanks very much with that live report.